Okay, hey everybody, this is Grace, and I have a question for people. Recently, I don't know if it's been a month yet or not, I went to a grocery store, not going to name which one, and there was a cashier and a couple customers in front of me. Well, the customer directly in front of me, he was checking her out, and I'm not going to blame a victim and say, what did she say to him, because no matter what she said to him, he shouldn't have done what he did. I don't blame victims. And what he was doing was, they have that conveyor belt or whatever they call it. He would take her item, like, I'm talking maybe something, anything really. And he would take it and he would ring it up, sift it through that thing, and then bam, he'd put it on that conveyor belt to go to the bagger, whatever you call them, where you are. Okay, and then he'd do that, but he would slam it down. I gotta stress that, slam it down. Like some things, if he had done something like that to eggs, they would all be broken. But not even just eggs. It doesn't have to be that sensitive. He would just slam it down. I'm like, what the crap? Like I said, I don't blame her. I'm not going to say, well, what did she, of course the thought comes to your mind still, but it's not her fault. If she did say something, he should excuse himself and get another cashier if he's wanting to be, so much anger. That was anger. And so I'm just standing there. It's the only one open, these days. They want us to work for them, the customers to work for them. And then charge really outrageous prices for stuff. Yeah. Right, okay. And so it was my turn, and it was a young man. He was probably in his 30s, actually. Maybe as much as 40. And he was behind me, and I noticed he saw the same thing. The guy started doing it to my stuff. I said, please don't slam my stuff down like that. I'm stern. My voice was very stern. And he looked at this guy, around my age, looked up at me and go, I didn't think it was funny. I didn't think it was funny at all. I don't want damaged goods. This is my property. Okay, social, some people are going to fight that and say it's not your property until you pay for it, but you get it. Come on, let's grow up. I'm standing right there to pay for it. And he's slamming it down, and I didn't say anything to him. The woman in front, I was standing right there, she didn't say anything to him. And it's not our fault if we did. Like I said, you doing a job. Your job is not to damage people's property. So, what would you do? No, honestly, what would you do if he just laughed at it? Would you report it? How the people want to put out that crap that shows that they're racist, sexist, ageist, because it's, they're picking and calling him Karen. Karen was not about any of this stuff, but they're so stupid. It's idiotic to me. That's what I've seen. I could be wrong. I doubt it. But, saying, oh, that's a Karen. White middle-class women are the ones they pick on. And some people actually believe those videos or whatever, wherever it is and whatever, are actually real. Seriously. Maybe one or two, but seriously, come on. But they're going to do that. They're setting up the lie for themselves because, whatever, you're setting it up. Nobody can complain about somebody damaging their goods. Wait until you buy something. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. But you buy something, a brand new car, and they come out and they hit every rail around with it, and you can't complain to the manager. And you just bought it. Seriously, you wouldn't think that people would have to say things like that, but people who say, oh, it's a Karen who's going to complain to the manager, really, and then you say something to a manager and they'll say, I've never heard that before. Who knows if they're lying or not, but still, and there's an awful lot of them say they've never heard that before because people don't want to be called Karen. Anyway, what would you do? What would you do? Would you say something? Now, what if you did? What if you did? But what if you saw the woman that was in front of you up there complaining at the customer service, which is supposed to be about the customer. It's supposed to be. But you see them up there and they're complaining about this guy, this cashier. Well, the next time you go into it, that guy is still there and he's still slamming down people's, you see it, you're standing right there, you look over, you're going to get in line and say, that's that guy that slams. I guess that's a good way to get them to, those customers to go and check themselves out, their groceries. I know it didn't me just now. I'm not going to go back to that store, that location. I mean, I was doubting if it was the same guy when I was looking, but I couldn't really see because I was around a corner. When I got closer and saw him slam down stuff, yeah, unless they're hire people to purposefully slam people's products down, like they're really angry. Wow, really. What would you do? Leave a comment. I never get comments. I don't know if my comments are permanently turned off or what, but give a comment, please. Thanks.